All right, welcome back to Constant Sports. This is the Friday Five, where every week we're going to break down the biggest sports stories in the industry and explain what they actually mean and what we think about them at Constant Sports. The theme of the week is what gets valued kind of in sports this week. And so first up we have Shohei Ohtani remains the most popular jersey in Major League Baseball. It's a good, encompassing story about it's not really just about merch, but rather that it's a reminder that Ohtani is functioning as the most valuable cross-border commercial asset in global sports right now. He doesn't just sell in Los Angeles, although obviously it's going to help with being in one of the biggest markets, but he sells in Japan, across Asia, globally, obviously the United States, and so it's really kind of this true international superstar, which is pretty rare, especially in baseball. So in sports, brands are constantly looking for something very specific, which is the audience overlapping across geography, time zones, etc. And so Ohtani gives them that. He's an athlete, media property as well, commercial engine for all in one, kind of into one athlete there. And so companies continue to over-index around him, which obviously with seeing with the spending marketing dollars, obviously his contract. So he's not just one of the best baseball players, he is one of the most commercially efficient athletes in the space. And so one key thing to remember, global stars don't just create fandom, they create scalable commerce. Story number 2, we have Tom Brady-backed eMed has now reached $2 billion valuation. So Tom Brady just making it all over the place. On the field, off the field, doesn't matter. And health, diagnostics, this kind of space, athlete adjacent wellness is really attracting a lot of serious capital right now. Especially we're seeing more and more in this space with credibility accelerates trust. So Tom Brady obviously big into health, eating avocado ice cream and all that good stuff, and that's really going to unlock this new frontier for them, and especially in health tech, and trust really matters. And so if a brand can do a few things, if they can have this elite performance, this longevity, recovery, optimization, and then obviously having the athletes to back that up, it's going to move faster in the market, obviously. Sports is no longer just entertainment. We're seeing it kind of in asset trust and trust transfer vehicles for these health businesses. Down to NurivaTech raises $8 million for smartphone-based training. So this is kind of an interesting one, and especially in the tech space, we're seeing a lot of tech-funded companies and the tech industry kind of scaling up right now, especially in sports. And so we think it's a few things. The investors are going to love products that are low friction, that are scalable from start to finish. Obviously, this low hardware dependency is key, and then easy to distribute. The app, not much work, I guess, on that end as far as like a physical product rather. So if computer vision can be delivered through a smartphone, then this kind of addresses a market that gets way bigger, not just athletes, more users, less customer education, lower cost to acquire, and really cleans it up on the back end. So the best sports business, tech businesses often win because they remove friction, not because they add complexity. And then we have the Indian cricket franchise reportedly sells for $1.78 billion, which that's getting some high-priced territory there, with a reminder that cricket is quietly becoming one of the most international sports investment categories, and just hasn't really broken into the United States market yet, but we are seeing a lot of signs that it is coming across, especially with paddle. And a lot of U.S. investors missed the early global value in soccer, kind of that creation part rather, and so that looks like they're not trying to miss this one. So why cricket is so attractive, we think, is the enormous audience at scale, strong media economics, franchise scarcity, and then deeply engaged fan bases, as we've seen in overseas. That they're trying to kind of zoom out, bring that back into an under-discussed market, as in the United States. And so cricket, we don't think is it's not longer kind of a niche global sport. It's really becoming a premium global asset. Speaking of adding assets, the NBA formally explores Las Vegas and the Seattle expansion team. So I don't know, we'd be interested. We've done some polls, and we're interested to see if they're going to go with both, one or the other. What city deserves it the most is kind of what they're saying. And so it's kind of the scarcity is still priced into these NBA teams and these big leagues, when leagues control the accesses to the clubs coming in and out. They obviously control the economics, and so the NBA has these two pretty attractive expansion cities. Seattle with built-in history and fan demand. Obviously the Supersonics are there, and then Las Vegas is everyone's trying to get a team there with this modern entertainment infrastructure and global event appeal. So it'll be interesting to see what these bids come up to. If they reach single-digit billions, it'll confirm something which is really important, and that is leagues don't always need more media revenue to create value, they just need more scarcity to monetize. And so that's the Constant Sports 5 this week. Sports value is being built around things that scale. And if you like this, and make sure to follow for more sports business breakdowns and Constant Sports, and let us know on the socials and whatnot. And so we'll see you guys next week.